And we're live. Welcome everyone, welcome. Hello Mary Lou. We're here on a beautiful Saturday morning here on Lantau Island. Lantau Island is the biggest island in Hong Kong, and the word Lantau means big island mountain. And you can see here we are surrounded by mountains. And today we're going to be visiting Big Buddha, and we're also going to be visiting the Po Lin Monastery. Hey Suzanne, hey Jay, hi Charity. Now you'll notice there's a bunch of lotus flowers. This was a lotus flower festival that was only supposed to be on last week, but the weather was really bad last week, and so they've kept all the lotuses here. And so usually it isn't as green and beautiful as it is today. In Hong Kong we call him Big Buddha, and Big Buddha is a large bronze statue that was completed in 1993 and is located in Nong Ping in Lantau Island, Hong Kong. And the statue symbolizes the harmonious relationship between man and nature, people and faith, and it is a major center of Buddhism in Hong Kong, and is also a tourist attraction. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to walk up, I think it's about 268 steps. I'm going to walk up about half of those, and then I'll stop and we'll talk a little bit more about the statue, and then we'll go to the top and I'll show you all the things that we can find there. Now, as you can see, everybody walks up on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side you walk down. So very organized. Now in typical Hong Kong style it is starting to rain, but that's okay because I brought my umbrella. But I think this sort of weather just makes it even more beautiful. Not only have you got these trees, but you've also got the sound of water and all fountains pouring down. Okay, I think we're going to stop here for a little bit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the statue. So this Buddha statue is made out of bronze. It has a height of 34 meters or 112 feet, and it's 29 years old. It was completed on the 29th of December 1993. The base of the statue that you can see here is actually based on a model of the altar of heaven in Beijing. So if you go to the Forbidden City, you're going to see the same sort of base that you see here. So let's do another little walk up and get to the top, and then we can chat a little bit more. Now let's go turn around once more. Now you can see the Po Lin Monastery very clearly. You're beautifully surrounded by the mountains. Okay, great. Here we are at the top. Okay, I want to find a nice position for us to stand, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, so the weight of the statue is 250 metric tons, or 280 short tons, and it was constructed from 202 bronze pieces. And in addition to the bronze exterior, there's also a strong steel framework inside to support the heavy load. Similar, if you've seen like behind the scenes of how the Statue of Liberty is supported. These big statues always have a supporting structure inside made out of steel. You'll notice that Buddha's right hand is raised. That represents the removal of affliction, and his left rests open on his lap. That's in a gesture of generosity. Now there are 3 floors. You can see the first floor here, and then up the stairs is the next floor, and then the top floor is where those lotuses that he's sitting are. And inside they've got some features that they believe are relics to a Buddha. That includes some of his alleged cremated remains. Now only visitors who purchase an offering Buddha are allowed to see the relic and to enter. So my 360 is asking how long does it take to reach. Depending when you are, it took me about 30 minutes to reach Tung Chung, and then it took about another 30 minutes to get up here. So about an hour. I'll budget about an hour to get here and back. So each of them making an offering to the Buddha. We're going to walk right around the statue. We're going to be able to see a magnificent view over Lantau Island. Lantau is like the biggest island in Hong Kong, also the least populated. And we're very lucky today. The weather is really clear. We can look out over the islands. Now, also on Lantau you can find Hong Kong Disneyland. That's in the direction that we're looking. It's on that side of Lantau Island. You can also find a residential area called Discovery Bay and Moy Wo, and a couple of other residential areas. And then on the other side of the island, where you take the cable car, you can find the town of Tung Chung and also the Hong Kong International Airport. But just a beautiful area. Lantau is called the lungs of Hong Kong, and you can see here why it's called the lungs of Hong Kong. Just very green, very mountainous, and because it's so mountainous, very difficult to build on, and so that's why it's not as built up as the rest of Hong Kong. Here are the other 3 offering of music, of incense. Just want to give you one more pan up to the Buddha. Amazing to be here. Such a beautiful day. So here we are at the entrance to the Po Lin Monastery. The Po Lin Monastery was established in 1906. It's over 116 years old, and it was founded in 1906 by 3 monks that visited from Jiangsu province on the Chinese mainland, and it was initially known simply as the Big Hut or Tai Mao Pung, and it was renamed to its present name in 1924. So let's go inside, and I just want to tell you, like, there's a beautiful smell of incense burning here. It's just very relaxing and peaceful to be here. Some beautiful flowers out here. I just want to show you before we go inside. Okay, great. So let's get a nice spot here. Okay. So the main temple houses 3 bronze statues of Buddha, representing his past, present, and future lives, as well as many Buddhist scriptures. Now, the main temple is behind this big this building over here, and now the first temples you come into contact with are relatively new. So this one over here, relatively recent, and then this one over here as well, relatively recent. But the original ones are tucked at the back, and there's always ongoing work here at the monastery to maintain and add to it. And you also notice usually here when they don't have the lotuses, they've got lots of large potted bougainvillea and Chinese hibiscus plants, and also lots of banyan trees. So these are these trees that grow with multiple, like you can see here, with roots growing up and almost they're very wild looking trees. The banyan tree is native to South China, and it's evergreen. It grows very fast and is easy to cultivate. Now what I want to do is I want to take you to the back of the monastery to show you the most impressive parts of it. I can get ahead of this tour group. We just want us to admire the beautiful work that has gone into this temple. Now I can't take you inside with a camera, but the outside is equally as spectacular. So it's an amazing place to be. A lot of artists have put a lot of work into making this probably the most spectacular temple in Hong Kong. You'll see a lot of dragon motifs here on the pillars. And Dutch Buddha's up here, and built in this wooden Chinese style. It's really, really good for earthquakes. This interlocking wood that you see here, the way it's built, you don't need nails or glue. These wooden pieces are, you can see there, are designed in such a way that they lock into one another, and when there's an earthquake, they're usually the buildings that end up standing. It's going up 3 levels. I can't even get the whole of it in shot. It's just incredibly massive. And there's some beautiful gold dragon detailing here. And as we round the corner, you're gonna see an amazing view of Big Buddha. Really epic view. There's so much detailing on this dragon here. Tongue, you can even see the flaps within the mouth. Even the wooden doors, beautifully crafted. So you can see a lot of love and care and attention has gone into this monastery. Now, as we round the corner, we're going to have an amazing view of Big Buddha. Really, really epic. Isn't that amazing? So, about 20 minutes ago, we were up there looking down at the monastery. And now we've reversed the angle and be on the other side. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a Facebook group called Travel the World with Matt. You can join that. The details are on the description of my YouTube channel. If you want to find out about more tours that I do, you can just follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. It doesn't cost you anything. And I send out emails once a month with a list of tours I'm going to do. I'm going to be going to South Korea and Singapore at the end of this month, and I'm excited to take you with me and maybe meet some other Hego guides or former Hego guides there as well. So I'm excited for that. Now, if you ever come to Hong Kong, this is a very accessible place to come to. Just come to Tung Chung and walk across, take the cable car, and you'll be here in 25 minutes. So, thank you for joining me, and carry on adventuring, carry on exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.